What's up, you guys? Chet-Guthrie, the Dream Poet here, coming to you all from the middle of the mountains in western North Carolina. Now, the town we are in right now, this town is called Todd, North Carolina. And Todd, it is a very small town. Actually, if you're not careful and if you blink, you would probably miss it. But what makes this town so special, what brings it so much charm, is during the 1880s into the early 1930s, this town was a railroad town. You see, it was attached between Virginia and North Carolina. It was a line that ran back and forth. And what made this town so special and what held it together was a Mass General store. Now, however, in recent years, that Mass General store has burned down. They have created something in its place, so we'll check that out today. But also, you guys, it's another special day as well. As of the recording of this video, March 5th, 2023, it is my birthday. I am 31 years old. Yes, I am 31. I don't know how I feel about that. But anyway, guys, this is going to be a special series running from today on into, it'll probably be running on into next month. But anyway, guys, let's get to it. Let's start filming. I'm super excited. Let's do it. Anchor down. Now, when I say it was a railroad town, I literally meant it was a railroad town. This is the Virginia Carolina #1. It was one of the older diesels that used to run off this line. Present day, it just sits here right next to the River Girl rafting company. It's a rafting outfitter, but also the building that it's in right there, that is an old train depot. Yes, it is an old train depot that is now used as a river outfitter. But this diesel right here, this is from the days of a bygone era when the railroads used to run through this part of the United States. Not a whole lot left of her, but it's still amazing. And if you look at it hard enough, it does look like the locals have been putting their wood right beneath it. So kind of an interesting cultural thing from the past versus the future. You have newer generations putting just some of the older wood, the firewood, underneath an old dormant giant. Now, the fun part about this this particular diesel engine is there has been talks of getting it to a railroad museum, which, I mean, I'd be fine with that. But another part of me says, you know what, I kind of like where it is now just because of the history and where it came from. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's either here nor there. And of course, right behind it, you have an old school caboose. That again is from this bygone era. I can't quite read it. It says like NW and the numbers are like 518440. So if you're a railroad buff, you probably might know the number behind that because I'm really not too sure. And if not, this kind of tells a little bit more information behind it. By the numbers, kind of looks like maybe 1980 is when this thing was retired. But then again, I can't read those kind of numbers. But in the comments below, let me know if you know the history behind this caboose. And it looks like you can get on top of it. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna see what maybe is in the control room. I had to hold my ground as I was getting up. There we go. Okay. Let's see what is in this old control room. Looks like there were a few bullet holes that shot through it at one time. Looks like for the most part, looks like it's kind of shut down. So let's go around the other end. Let's see what's on that side. It's like that used to be a light. It's like somebody left their toy train up here as well. Wonder what is even in here. Well, It looks like it would have been the guts, but there ain't no more guts in it anymore. So you can't really go in it. It's like, well, luckily it looks like they've welded the door shut, so that's the important part. But it looks like you can pop this. Oh, that would scare the crap out of me if you did not know that there is a skeleton there. But yes, this thing is pretty abandoned. Looks like some people were storing some stuff in it, but it's obvious that it's kind of seen better days. Let's check out the old wood paneling in that. That is so neat. And you gotta think, this was back when railroads ruled the world. Just check out that. Those are some of the original wirings. Well, that was very interesting. I've never been inside that locomotive before. I like to see how, even to this day, the wood paneling is still there. That was cool. Wonder what's up here. Probably nothing. I imagine the door to this caboose is probably locked. But then again, it is locked. Well, yeah. Looks like, yeah, it's locked. I'm not gonna mess with that. But still, plus it's a really beautiful day. You don't really see days like this other than it's really beautiful outside. By the way, there's the old depot. Okay, so let's get into the meat a little bit more. This right here, this is called the Elkland station. It was a part of the Norfolk and Western Railway. And anyway, I forgot exactly when it sprung up. I think it was probably around probably when the railroads were put through here. This tells a little bit more. Passenger train bulletin. Elkland, North Carolina, train 201 due to arrive 305. So, if I'm not mistaken, where I'm walking at right now, this used to be the rail line. The rail line, which is now nothing but a parking lot and a driveway. And right now, the River Girl outfitters, they are shut down for the season. But in the summer, they usually operate. By the way, this is their pig area. Don't know where the piggy's at, but he's probably around here running around. And just check out this old school equipment that is from the old depot. Looks like you got a weight right there. You got something that you would kind of like a dolly, old school dolly. And looks like it's an old horse carriage where they would push people back and forth. Just check out this old school door right here. Now, it's locked, of course, or maybe not. But yeah, this is probably where they would push all the cargo out onto the trains. Thus send them off into the middle of nowhere, or to Virginia, or other parts of North Carolina. So I wanted to take a bigger look at some of these older pieces of equipment. By the way, check out that bike. That is very interesting. Of course, this is old school, probably from around that time. Of course, you have a weight, scales, in made far more in the past than when I was even when before my mom was a sparkle in my grandparents' eyes. Check out that old school dolly. Imagine this old school horse and buggy probably told a story from a bygone era. And it looks like this is some more River Girl stuff. used life jackets, used paddles. Yeah, the new river is not far from here, and during the summers, River Girl, you can buy tickets, and they'll shuttle you up to well, the River Girl area and up the new river, and from there you can inner tube it down. I wouldn't recommend it when there's almost no water. I've done that before and it's kind of painful, but inner tubing the new river, going down through these inner tubes, it's actually a lot of fun. It takes a while, but it is ultimately just, it's a fun time. By the way, just check out the old door from River Girl. Well, what was the Elkland station. Like I said, I don't see no piggy. I don't know where the piggy is. I know he's probably here somewhere. And by the way, if you were wondering, this is the town hall. Or made as jokingly referenced. Like I said, I think the piggy might be sleeping in there. But I wanted to focus a little bit more. I like how those license plates, there we go, those license plates are just there. And by the way, if you want to talk about something cool, check out Todd's post office. Yes, this is an actual post office. It is super small and it is operational. By the way, that's where you can go get your stuff, where it gets sent out. And yeah, those are little PO boxes that are out there. Now I know the post office was named something in the past. I forgot what it was. But anyway, I think it was when the railroad started coming through. But it was named Todd after a famous Civil War general from the North Carolina area. And just when you thought we were done dealing with the trains, well, here you go. This is another caboose, and all this was turned into a park. Looks like there's even some railroad or some Christmas lights still attached. Looks like it was still a part of the same rail system, of course. I like how the Christmas lights are just attached everywhere. I know this is a park, but I don't know the name of the park. But it still has the Christmas lights on it, everyone. The Christmas season. And it looks like on this one, it's called the Chesapeake Western. Number 9, Sirius main time. Sirius hour main time. Huh. Don't know what that's all about. But, yeah. Another relic from the past sits out here in the middle of nowhere. And I really love the idea that what they did with these old tires. They turned them into flower pots. Flower pots for various plants, shrubs. Kind of go around the train or the caboose. Looks like you could do some bowling with that. Wish we could go in that, but I don't know, I'm not gonna do it just because I really don't well, I don't know. I guess I really just don't want to impose. After seeing that, there are 2 more places that we're going to check out here in Todd. The first being the Mass General store that burned down not long ago. I think it was about 2016, 2017 when it happened. There is something erected in its honor. And also, there's another really cool store here that is open year-round, and that is the Todd Mercantile. It's really cool. It'll take you back in time. Now, as we were walking over to the Mass General store, here is a historic district marker for Todd. Looks like Todd's Elkland station was built in 1915. But anyway, it kind of tells in 1910, Welper Farmers built a general store that became the Todd Mercantile Company in 1912. T.A. McGuire. So this sign tells a bit or a lot more than I could. I just gave a summary, but if y'all want to read that, y'all can pause the video. And yeah, this tells a lot more history than I can tell. You know, these small towns out in the mountains and very, very rural areas, they really know how to make do with what they have. Because that's an old school tub. But this right here, you guys, this is what remains of the Todd General Store. Now, of course, it's way bigger. It was way bigger than this one that they've erected or what I'm guessing in its honor. But this right here used to be the entrance to the building, and from the entrance to the building you'd go, you'd buy stuff, and yeah. But as you all can tell, it has long since been burned down, sadly. I think that's where it really stood. You can see the old school concrete, and looks like there is some historical stuff left, like this right here. Old school water pump. I'm thinking it's an old school water pump. And of course, at least we forget the quilt trail. I think this one is a part of the quilt trail. Let's see what's left of the foundations. Looks like this is a part of the original foundation. There's some of the burned wood that is left over, sadly. I think this was a part of it. Looks like there's a lot of shrapnel, or probably not the word shrapnel. A lot of remains of the old of the now defunct, or the now store that's in ruins. It's very sad. This is one of the few buildings that I never got to go in, but now it's just kind of a big pile of mulch on the side of a hill. A few wooden beams. It's sad, because this did play a big part in Todd's history. And down here, it looks like this used to be a trough. A trough, you know, like where animals would drink, eat, maybe horses, I think. Or maybe it was kind of a shower or tub place for people. I'm not too sure. In the comments below, let me know. And this is interesting. This is a board talking about some of the various fish that are in the new river, like the rock bass, the smallmouth bass, red breast sunfish, and the 3 types of trout. Although the brook trout is technically not a trout, it is a char. Alright, you guys, we got one more place that I want to see while we were here in Todd, and that is the Mercantile. The old Todd Mercantile, open since 1910. Alright, guys, I want to show you all this. This is a really cool place. But real quick, let's check out the front deck. Yeah, in the summertime, people, they gather around here and they sit and they enjoy the hot summer weather. But it is spring. By the way, check out that old school stove. The old wood, the old ash boards. Again, another part of the quilt trail. But anyway, guys, let's go inside. Let's see what they got here, you guys. Look at this. This is really cool. They've taken wood and they've turned them into artistic bowls. I wonder how much that one is. I'm not too sure. Looks like they have another one for about $175. And that is really pretty. And that one's really interesting. I wonder if I can't really do anything with that one. But it looks like we've got different mice, ducks, gnome kid, as in I know a kid, gnome a guy, and that is an old school banjo right there.
Thank you.
Weather King. I have to look that up. I wonder how old it actually is. And that is a beautiful statue of Jesus. Just check this out. They've knitted these various types of crochet. There we go. The word is crochet. They've crocheted different like mice, dogs, bees, And donuts. Yes. Donuts are always awesome. And check out the old school chipmunk. I think Alvin. Yeah, Alvin. Yeah, check out these old boards. I don't think these are ash. I think these are, they might be ash. But I think they might be, oak. I think oak. By the way, just check out, we got more woodwork. There's a beautiful tree. Huh. Todd, North Carolina. And right there, they have an old 7-Up can. Well, not can, but a 7-Up glass. Just check out that duck. That is gorgeous. I wonder how much... Ooh, well, I was going to say, I wonder how much it is, but I kind of don't want to know now. That is a very, very strange looking bear. By the way, you guys, they also have a bakery here. And just check this out. This is an old school stove. You don't see those anymore. But yeah, you guys, if y'all ever come out to Todd, North Carolina, they have some really, really amazing stuff. This is from their bakery. You have apple walnut cake, the best chocolate cake ever, and the lemon blueberry. That lemon blueberry looks pretty dang good. And they have sourdough bread and various other things as well. The chocolate chip looks pretty decent. Let's go upstairs. Let's see what they got in here. Well, we haven't even gotten there yet, and just check out that that tin Santa Claus. That is amazing. And again, this entire place is amazing. 1910. 1910. Looks like they just have some various knickknacks here and there over here. They have some more woodwork. Some old school paintings from the past, and it kind of looks like this would be Cherokee, which you wouldn't put it past me, because the Cherokee to this day are still prominent in this area. Yes, good old Cherokee. And it looks like we've got some various paintings on these rocks. So I wonder what's in here. It looks like there's just different clothes in this spot. Yeah, when you come here to Todd, I mean, you will love, especially if you like really old buildings. I mean, this will take you into the past. Like I said, I just love this old school wood flooring, especially in a building that is still being used to this day, what it was back in 1910. I wonder what's in here. Probably more awesome stuff. Ooh, check out that piano. Yes, this is an old school piano. Or, I don't think it's piano. It is the close cousin to the piano. It is a, it's an organ. An old school organ. It's like it was made, W.W. Putnam and Co. Staunton, Pennsylvania. Virginia, USA. Just check out these beautiful paintings that they have out here. Some of them are photos, but either way, I love this kind of stuff. I think this is some of the pictures from Todd. I think Elkland, North Carolina, Elkland, Blue Ridge. Looks like the various different types of lumber companies that were here in this area. Check that out. That is some really, really cool old school stuff. I love D-Loves, whatever that means. Looks like they have some wood pieces. But yeah, it's in the most remote places that you'll find the coolest stuff, or at least that's what I always say. Adeline, she's an 86-year-old woman who lives on Ridge Road, a few miles from Todd. She likes to wear a bonnet. Adeline, hand-painted and made sewn from an old rag doll. Oh, that is so cool. That is handmade. I wonder how much it is exactly. $2.75. Well, if I had $2.75, I'd probably buy that. But I don't have $2.75. that was awesome. I always like coming out here, especially when I'm in the North Carolina area. Mostly because my grandfather was from West Jefferson and Ashe County. Well, this is Ashe County, I believe. But anyway, you guys, this is going to be the end of another vlog. Remember, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Always means a lot. Goes to show that y'all care and that y'all want to see more awesome videos. So without further ado, you guys, vlog over.